I was recently seeing pictures and videos from the Hamta Pass trek, and this is what I saw. It's not really about the crowds. We love it when everyone treks, and the world over, the most popular treks have lots of people trekking. However, when we see crowds like these at Hamta Pass, we see a lot of bad trekking etiquette, and that is what bothers us, because we see a lot of litter on the trails, we see loud music being played, campfires, people drinking, smoking everywhere in the mountains where these things don't belong. So recently we've also started seeing trekkers coming and asking us, can you tell us where we'll not see such crowds? So that is why I'm making this video today, to give you an idea of where and when to trek to avoid seeing very big crowds. And the good news is trekking is still very small in our country, so there are lots of trails where there are no crowds. In today's list, I'm listing down a few of Indiahikes treks where you can go and see almost no crowds, especially if you time it well. And I'm not giving you a proper listicle, but I'm giving you tips that you can utilize to choose a trek. Let's take a look. If you want to see less crowds on treks, then the first set of treks to choose from is any of our newer treks. If you know Indiahikes, you'll know that we've been exploring and documenting treks for the past 17-18 years. We brought out a lot of treks and brought them out on the map for people to do. Choose any of these new treks and you will see it crowd-free, at least for the first 3-4 years until the trek catches on. So definitely choose from our newer treks. Few good examples are Ranthan Kharak. This is a beautiful rhododendron trek to do in March and April. We have not seen any other treks with as much rhododendrons as this trek. Then we have the Chandrabhaga Glaciers trek, where the beautiful trek that shows you lots of glaciers, not one or two but many, and you see the birth of the Chandra river as well. So it's a very rewarding trek. A very tricky one though, at 16,000 feet. Then we have the Ancha Top trek in winter. Now winter is almost saturated. All treks you will find crowds, Kedar Kantha, Kuwari Pass, Deurya Tal. Ancha Top is one trek that still nobody knows about, because we've just recently documented it and opened it up, and very few people have done it. So word of mouth is also not too high, but it's a fantastic trek with lots of lakes, big meadows, and it's a good summit climb to do in winter. So don't miss out on Ancha Top in winter. So these are some of the examples of the newer treks to do. There are a lot more. Even in the past 2 weeks we've opened up 2 new treks. So head over to the Indiahikes website, and I don't know if you know, but I actually send out email invites to our newer treks for those who have subscribed to my emails. So ensure you subscribe to that. You'll find it at the footer of our website, and you'll also get invites to such new treks. The next set of treks to look up is very popular treks, but in off seasons. Now, I'm sure many of you want to do Hamta Pass, you want to do Kedar Kantha, because you've heard so much about it, and it's natural. These are very beautiful treks to do. But it is in some times of the year that they're very crowded. So you can avoid those times. For example, Kedar Kantha, very crowded in December, but incredibly beautiful, isolated in autumn. Or even in summer. Kedar Kantha does not have crowds. Similarly, Hamta Pass, if you look at it, June and early July is when it's very crowded, but August and later towards September, the crowd really starts tapering away. Same with Valley of Flowers as well. This is India's most famous trek. You'll see maximum crowds in August, especially that Independence Day week. But if you go a little later in September, you will see much lesser crowds. So time these popular treks in the non-popular months, and you will see why they're so popular minus the crowds. So that is my advice to you. The next set of treks to do is an entire season altogether. That is the autumn season. I'm talking about the months of September, October and November. Now this is a time when much fewer people trek. Like if you compare it to summer, it is a very small fraction of the people who trek in autumn. So you actually can pick any trek in autumn, especially in October and November, and you will not see too many crowds. There are some treks in some pockets like the Goichala trek or the Gomukh Tapovan trek where you might still see more people than on other trails, but it is definitely nothing compared to the crowds you'll see in summer. So autumn in general is a wonderful time to trek without the crowds, and you have the beauty of very good weather and very clear views. So it's a win-win situation in autumn. And then you have a list of this old but gold trails that somehow have not caught on too much crowds. I don't know what's not working for them, but these are incredibly beautiful trails. I have 3 examples here. One is the Miyar Valley trek, which is in the Lahore Valley. It's a long, beautiful trek where you don't want to take your eyes off the trail. Somebody who just came back from the trek told me, I couldn't look down and trek, I just wanted to look up and trek because it's so beautiful. So that's Miyar Valley. Then we have Fulara Ridge. Fulara Ridge is Kedarkantha's neighbor, and it is a beautiful ridge walk where almost half a day you're walking on top of a ridge. And a ridge, if you know, is like a knife edge where you're walking on top for a long distance. So it's a drop off on both sides with views on all sides. So it's like a vantage point. It's like being at the summit for several hours together. So Fulara Ridge is one of those beautiful treks to do. And then we also have the Ali Bedni Bugyal trek. Ali Bedni Bugyal is part of the iconic Rupkund trek. While crowds used to throng to Rupkund, very few people actually go to Ali Bedni Bugyal, and what a trek they're missing out. That is hands down one of our favorite treks at Indiahikes because of the meadows of Ali and Bedni. If you've not gone there, you're really missing out. So that's a trek to do, most of the times not crowded. My last set of treks is treks that are almost exclusive to Indiahikes because we are working with the governments and the forest departments of these regions to run them, and we've not seen too many other organizations doing this. The first one is the Painch Tiger Trail in Madhya Pradesh. So you will not see any other trekkers except our Indiahikes team over there. Similarly with the Chhattisgarh Jungle Trek, where we work very closely with the government to be able to access these trails. And third would be the Patalkot Gorge Trek, a new trek we have opened up in central India. So all of these treks show you the best of central Indian forests, where you're trekking in tiger reserves, you're trekking in the buffer area, you're trekking in the midst of teeming biodiversity, and you're trekking with very rare elements like long river walks you'll see on both Painch and the Chhattisgarh Jungle Trek. And on the Patalkot Gorge Trek, you are in the river gorge where you're walking in these very, very old, thousands of years old gorges where the river's flowing in between and you're walking inside the gorge, on top of the gorge. It is an incredibly new experience that nobody has experienced in our country. So that brings me to the end of our video. These are the treks I would choose and how I would go about it if I'm looking for a non-crowded trek, which most of the time I am. And I notice this is the case with most discerning trekkers who've done 1 or 2 treks in the past and they want to experience the solitude of the mountains. Then these are the treks to choose. I know popular treks have their space and everyone wants to see them, but trekking can give you a lot more than just seeing a popular place. It can make you, it can have a very, very deep experience for you which lasts the rest of your life. So think outside the popular season, outside the popular treks, and experience the mountains for what they truly are. That's all from me today. If you need personal advice and guidance on your treks, then we have a team of trek advisors who can help you. They'll get on a call with you, understand your background, your fitness, and recommend treks to you. So we have a form in the description below that you can fill out, but you'll find links to all the treks that I have mentioned in the description below as well. So just go and you'll be able to find information about it. We have these treks running almost throughout the year, so you can go and find dates on our website. If you have any questions, you can drop in a comment below and we'll get back to you. But that's all from me today. I'm Swati from Indiahikes and you're watching Trek with Swati.